Oh, hi, you guys, and how are you doing? Welcome to our last show of the evening. The one shot we'll be playing is called "The Mysterious Boyfriend." Now. We have several things. First of all, if you guys want to come and be part of the one shots or anything, if you want to get involved with this little community, you need to get in the Discord, you need to get into the Twitters, and you need to be also following the YouTube as well, because that's where you can see everything that we've done, everything that we're gonna do, and everything that we're gonna catch up on. Hey Zelda, welcome. Also like Fingery, Rotu, welcome all of you. Also new science today. Patreon launch. Today we launched our Patreon. If you guys want to check it out, follow it, retweet it, I would very much appreciate that. It's going like a dream come true. We've only been live 7 hours. We're already 3/4 of the way to our first goal. Like, how has that even happened? You're all amazing. I love all of you. This community is the bomb. Thank you. Yeah, I think we're. Yeah, we can go and find the guys now. I think we can just give them a little wave, and we will go across to go and find them. Oh, hey guys, you're live.
Hey!
How are we all doing?
Pretty good.
Good. And yeah, this should be quite a light-hearted one today. So like tonight, the other ones. Well, you know what? The first game, I say that though. The first game I had, I planned for it to be really chill, and it turned out really dark, and they started doing all sorts of horrible things to kids.
Jesus.
The second one, I planned for it to be dark and evil, and they ended up flying from a castle towards the ground using linens and a board as a parachute. So who knows how this one's going to turn it out? I leave it up to you guys.
I was gonna say that last one sounds like every Strahd campaign I've ever seen.
Yeah, so I mean, who knows? All this writing might be absolutely worthless. We'll see what you guys get up to. So I'll set the scene. You guys have been brought into court by a baroness, or rather by a baroness's son, to come and help him with a little investigation. He is concerned about his significant lover, his boyfriend from the next kingdom along. You will know going into this that these two kingdoms have had a long history of war, but it has somewhat resolved recently, and a large part of that has been down to this relationship. So this is quite. There's a lot of gravitas behind this, and it's a really grandeur hall. You know, all the grandeur things you can imagine. You know, what's it called? The gold stuff. Gold leaf everywhere. Yeah, gilding, gold leaf everywhere. All the glasses have got little gold rims on and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
fancy.
just gold everywhere. Just gold. That's how if I had lots of money, that's how I'd decorate this room. Just gold. So we'll go round in camera order. Let us know how and why you have been summoned to the Baroness's son to help him out with this little problem. So we will start with Julie. Do I just call this Julie? Yeah.
Julie, yeah. All right. Do you want me to just introduce like my character entirely, or just the reasoning?
You can do a bit of both. That'd be amazing.
Okay. Well, then what you see before you is a rather middling height, very average looking kind of mid-20s woman. She's got kind of auburn hair, very like plain of dress, but kind of a longer coat. And what's, I suppose, most striking about her is that she has this black snake that is draped over her neck very elegantly, and he just seems very chill. And his name is Roy. Character's name is Margot, and she introduces herself as Margot Fenworth at your service. And she is here by picking up kind of odd jobs, but she has a way with making herself feel trusted and valued among any company.
Fantastic. Brilliant. And so next up then, Charlie. Hello, Charlie.
Hi, I am playing Allah, who is a very tall gentleman with a briefcase and pocket watch and his nice tweed suit, his little elven ears pointing all the way back and slightly curled with age. he received a terribly nice letter. He's not entirely sure what it was about, but he thought it only proper and polite to come down and visit his good friends and find out how he can help with whatever this business is that the letter's alluding to. And he keeps getting the letter out to check that it's the right day and he's got the right address.
Yeah, the palace.
You're as old as me, and you've traveled as far. You've seen many, many palaces. You want to make sure you go to the right one.
That's very true. Who am I? Who am I to judge? That was harsh. I feel bad. So next up we have Renee.
Hi, I am playing Melcior, a Goliath druid. She is very tall and lumbers around a little bit, but she cares a lot about cats and also probably anyone who cares to give her the time of day. So really glad to be here. I will help find the boy.
Fantastic. And last but most certainly not least, we have Angie. Hello, Angie. Welcome to the show.
Hello. Oh, thank you. I will be playing Nalithi. She is a fairly short elf with dark hair and green eyes. She's here basically as just a pair of daggers to make sure that things get done, because you never know when you're going to need an assassin to clean up messes.
Fantastic. And why would you have been brought to the Baroness's castle? Why would he have sought you out? This just because an assassin should get the job done, sort of thing?
Of course.
Yeah. Or perhaps you have family connections or something. He knows you're an assassin and goes, hey, maybe you can help me out.
That's part of the mystery, maybe.
Perhaps. The Baroness isn't around, but Ken Lalorian, who is, as you know, the Baroness's son, is around, and he is waiting for you all patiently in the main lobby.
Right. Are we all arriving at about the same time? Maybe the same
Wagon.
Carriage? This is a palace. We should come in style.
Taxi. No?
Up to you guys.
I think maybe I arrive on the doorstep at the same time as you all, but maybe not like drove here with y'all.
Okay.
Allah has definitely just been wandering here, and he looks as if he's just on a Sunday stroll, just quietly plodding along with his walking cane, enjoying sunshine on his face, admiring the various fountains and formal gardens on the drive on the way up.
Honestly, I probably would have just come on a black horse. Just keeping with the theme.
Yeah, of course. Did you gallop along a beach, though? That is important.
I may have skipped that part. Damn.
Bit of a detour.
A little bit.
Okay.
Right.
So, like I say, he is waiting for you all. Is that everyone in? Yeah?
I believe so.
So, he is waiting, and when he arrives, he's like, hello, my friends, hello. It is a most peculiar business. I would like to discuss it perhaps somewhere privately. Perhaps you could come back to one of my chambers.
Of course. Any way we can help.
Mm-hmm.
And he takes you back to a private dining room where there is it's not a banquet, but some nibbles. The fancy food, the mini cheeseburgers and things, the tiny things.
Jesus.
Yeah. And he'll be like, I have summoned you because I have reason to believe that Farrell is perhaps cheating on me.
Oh, my dear boy, that's terrible.
I am aware. It is. I mean, we have not an open relationship. We have an understanding, but he seems to be spending more and more time at the brothel. And whilst occasionally I would not mind so much, every night I fear that perhaps our relationship is in trouble. And as you know, this would be a disaster for both the country and my poor heart.
Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. So what do you want us to spy on him? Or just go and talk to him?
It
Or
is
murder his lover.
Grab him and bring him back here. No?
Well, no, I have discussed it with him, and he said that it was nothing, that he would try to reduce the amount of time he spent there, but it has not happened.
What does your heart say about this? I'm gonna take out a hanky from a pocket, get it ready.
It is very strange. I know that he is hiding something. He doesn't want me to know something. And it is most unsettling.
Well, quite.
So, like I say, I know that he goes to the brothel every night. You could perhaps tail him there, and just maybe at least just see if he stays there. Because I don't follow on his coat heels, and he would know if I did. But if some passers-by could, maybe check. I don't know.
Is he in the city?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Just from the neighboring kingdom, here in the city. Got it.
Does he have his own house, or does he live here with you?
He lives here, but during the days he is often at the docks. He is a shipman by right. He is currently in the Navy. He is supporting our ships as well as theirs. Their Navy is stronger, so he is coming to give us some advice, help us with the tacking of the sails, I believe it is called. And he will be back for dinner, and then after dinner, he will spend maybe 20 minutes, half an hour with me, and then he will go to the brothel.
Mm-hmm.
He is
I
not
can see how that would be concerning.
Mm-hmm.
I feel slightly neglected, I must admit.
I'm so sorry. Can I hug him?
Yeah, totally.
I'm going to hug him.
Well, my boy, it has been a good many years since I've been to a brothel, but I'm sure I can figure out the front door from the back door, and we will resolve the troubles you're having with your sailor.
Yes, I believe finding the doors is not the problem, just avoid the windows. They do not like it when you look through the windows.
That is good advice. I'm sure I've given it at some point.
And thank you, Stump, who came in earlier with a £10 Patreon pledge, and he is gifting all of the players a nat 20 and gifting me a nat 1.
Thank you. And
Thanks,
Thank you, friend.
I mean, with this lovable character, you're gifting a nat 1. You heartless bastard.
Well, I mean, clearly he's rolled a 1 on his insight, right?
Well, possibly. He knows he's hiding something.
Mm-hmm.
I am such an.
It's a marriage proposal.
I'm writing these all down as I'm writing all of these down as ones. They're actually 20s, so 20s. Yeah. So sorry, where were we? You were questioning.
I hugged him.
Yeah, he hugs back.
Yes.
It is sad, but I am to be a ruler of a kingdom one day. I cannot. And he sort of stifles himself. He's like, I cannot let these things get to me too badly.
I will help you find the boy, and I will help you mend your heart.
I was all too fortunate that I found a lover who would not only be a good political match, but also be a good match for my heart. But if he is up to no good, I don't know what happens next.
You have plenty of time to figure that out.
I fear being stuck in a political marriage where there is no love.
Everybody needs love.
No one is truly stuck. No bees in honey.
Just gonna give Alar like a strange look.
You'll understand when you're older, dear.
I appreciate the bees and honey reference. Bees.
Much like the birds and the bees.
Oh, I know them too. They're all my friends.
You're a delightful young lady. Why
Thank
haven't we met
you.
before? Allah.
Melcior.
That's a beautiful name.
Why, thank you. I want to hug him.
We gotta hug her.
That is a strong embrace you have.
Probably gently. He's a bit smaller in frame than I.
Would you like a sweetie? And he'll open up his little bag.
Yes.
Well, help yourself.
Thank you.
Take 2.
Yes.
Anyone else?
I'm
good.
always hungry, so absolutely.
You remind me of my eldest grandchild.
I'm honored.
I think as I'm eating, I'll look around to everyone and say, "Well, shall we find the boy?"
Oh yes, that's what we were doing.
Oh yes.
What time of day is it right now?
It's probably about 4 o'clock, so dinner's gonna be in the next hour to 2 hours. So he will tell you what sort of time he usually gets back, which is usually turns up about half an hour before dinner to come and prepare, and he's going to give him a brief description so you guys can get a good look at him and see what he looks like.
Alrighty.
If there's any other way you guys would like to prep, by all means.
Love's labour shall not be lost. Fear not.
Well, I'm assuming that I won't need my poisons for this job, so we should just go.
Oh, I wouldn't assume that, dear. You never know.
I'm not spoiling my dinner.
Of course not. That's what your pudding stomach is for.
I eat a lot.
Did you say your 13th stomach?
No, your pudding stomach, dear.
Oh, pudding stomach.
Your hearing is just as good as mine.
Clearly. I was a little concerned about Goliath anatomy, but you know.
I don't know. I may have 13 stomachs.
Would you like to find out? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Whoa!
I'm kidding.
That was funny. That was very good.
I'll save it for the job. Let's go, shall we?
Yeah. I'm not even scared. I'm just impressed. That was
Okay.
Before we go, Lars going to put just a couple of sweets down for the poor love lost child that he's about to assist.
Thank you, I guess. If nothing else, if all else, if he is just, with another guy or another girl or whatever he's into, at least make sure he's being subtle. It wouldn't be good for the kingdom if it was all over the press.
Yes, we have some peace to maintain around here, don't we?
Thank you for being so understanding.
I know the sugars won't mend much, but they do taste good.
Your kindness is very welcome. Thank you.
Right. I haven't said this in many years, but to the brothel.
Already?
Well, it takes me a while to get there, dear.
I suppose, but it's not that far. I figured we might, kind of see him in his home first and compare maybe behavior. We don't know these people yet.
Good idea. Yes.
I think I just look between the two of you, whoever's suggesting whatever, and say, okay. And then if someone suggests something else, I turn and say, okay.
All right.
Perhaps seeing him in a more comfortable environment, whichever one might be more comfortable, is a good idea.
So how
The comparison's a good thought.
Plus dinner.
Oh, yes. Okay.
An excellent point. Although perhaps all of us showing up at the same time at the brothel to follow him may be questionable.
You really want to go to that brothel, don't you, old man?
I don't know what you're suggesting, young lady.
Shall we split up then?
I have always heard it is wise to split the party.
Okay.
I don't think we're in any kind of innate danger right now, but
That famous last words.
I was gonna say, see, that's when you watch the DM's face to see if there's any like tells.
Very
I
small.
mean, we're in a house. We're getting ready.
Face looks like that smile's
He's
suspicious.
leaning away. So
No, I think I've had a legend of a gentleman named Scraticus. Never trust him. And yet you always had a jolly time while he was fucking you over.
About his smile, right? Like his smile had something to do with it.
Yes, I believe that was a detail, yes.
Yeah.
Cheerful chap.
Never a good sign though.
Well, they never are.
Everything's always an omen, right?
Whoa! Massive raid from Tia. Welcome in. Raid of 67 people. 76 people! My god! So, we'll have a quick recap with all the new people. We are in the... Does someone else want to do the recap? I heard someone sort of... No? Okay. We are in the Baroness's castle. The Baroness's son has asked these lovely adventurers to come and check on his boyfriend who is playing away, and their relationship is key to the relationships between the two regions. There you go. Kingdoms, that'll do. Barons, I suppose. Yeah. So, you guys are splitting the party?
Are we splitting the party?
After some tea and cakes.
Okay.
Compromise.
Priorities.
Okay.
Okay, so who is staying at the castle to get a look at the boyfriend, and who is going to go elsewhere?
I think I'm staying where the food is at. I was gonna be persuaded either way, but the food is very tempting, so here I am.
yeah,
I'll be. Go ahead.
Oh, I want to stay here and get a good look and
Wow.
see
all
even
this
maybe
gold is for
what
me?
path he takes there.
Thank
If he
you,
meets anyone else
Rose.
along the way, that kind of thing.
I'll be a Lars escort.
Well, that's very forward of you, young lady. But I would be delighted.
Thank you to Kappa, who donates £20. I don't know who Kappa is, so whoever you are, thank you. If you do want to own up and do stuff to the channel, let me know. We can 20 quid. That's loads of good or bad things you can do. Yeah. Okay. So as we will stick with Alar and Nilifi for a minute, because Margot and Melchior, you have a bit of a boring wait whilst you wait for the tables to be set.
Is there food though?
There is always hors d'oeuvres. Always.
I'm good then.
So you guys are heading straight to the brothel?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Yeah, okay, so it's not a far walk. It's quite near the docks where you've learnt the boyfriend is working. Doesn't seem a very... It's quite an unassuming place, really. Blacked out windows, but... You know, what do you expect, sort of thing. It's seems reasonable from the outside. How would you like to proceed?
How good are you at being sneaky?
Well, my dear, why don't we find out? How sneaky would you like me to be?
As sneaky as possible.
Very well. And he kind of pulls his cane up to his side under his arm. And he waits for Nilifi to take the lead.
One moment. Oh yeah, I'm super stealthy. Mega
What exactly
stealthy.
is she doing?
Just gonna try and like blend in with the crowd that might be around here and see if we can spot anyone who matches the description I'm assuming we've been given.
Kind of slip through the door as it opens after another customer or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so like no one is particularly
Good job, Alar. Good job.
so no one is particularly looking for you guys. So Nelifi, you can slip into the room and just look like a regular patron quite easily. Alar, how do you announce yourself to the room?
Sideways. Who puts a rug in the front door like that? He bashes his briefcase, knocking over like a vase.
This woman comes bustling over like, oh no, please do not break anything else. Let me take it all from you.
Oh, I'm terribly, terribly sorry. It's a very nice vase.
It was
wife-
a very nice vase.
Yes, it was. I'm very sorry. Tell me, how much is it? I'll of course, I'll pay for the damage.
Uh,
It's off his briefcase.
no, old man, please, no. Tell me, are
Old
you not?
man?
Are you not a little past the? She's looking at you. Are you okay to be here?
I'm absolutely fine. Are you not very good at your job?
How well? We are concerned for the heart mostly.
Yes, I do hear your business is one of hearts.
That's not quite what I mean. Not quite.
I know, but you're very charming, and I'm trying to let you get away with this. Would you mind letting me in?
Yes, I suppose. She steps aside and lets you
Thank you.
walk in.
Thank you. Very nice of you. Very nice.
Nilofer, you see this whole thing from the inside, like.
Oh, I'm trying so hard not to laugh because that was just gold. Oh, that poor girl.
He's gonna like look for a nice little armchair that he can sit in. I imagine there's like a little loungy area. He's gonna look for a nice little armchair. He's gonna put his briefcase on his lap and his walking cane between his legs and just kind of get comfy and maybe even start kind of dozing off a little bit. He's just comfy.
Yeah. So for the most part, the bottom floor looks like a regular pub. There is the occasional platform around, which aren't currently being used because it's the middle of the afternoon. But yeah, there's wingback armchairs and stuff you guys can sit in, and ale is served. So
I kind of want to go up to one of the people that works here, if I can pick them out, which I'm sure I probably can.
the outfits are quite obvious.
Yeah, I thought so. And I kind of want to just saunter up to one and be like, I'm really curious. Do you have any luxury rooms here?
What kind of luxury is it that you're after?
I was just, any kind of VIP rooms
Well,
for people that would rather not be, seen.
we have the suites upstairs. We limit them to four girls per VIP. There is also the stateroom on the very top floor, but that is usually reserved for the prince and his boyfriend.
Oh, do the prince and his boyfriend come often?
Not the prince so much anymore, but certainly his boyfriend comes very often.
Oh, does he have a favorite? I'm really curious.
He takes several girls every day.
Oh,
And,
Wow.
sometimes some guys as well.
well, someone certainly has eclectic taste then.
We do not judge here. We do not kink
Oh,
shame.
I'm not judging. I'm more impressed than anything.
Oh. Yes, he has quite the appetite.
Clearly. Well, thank you. I was very curious about the rooms, and I appreciate the information.
You're welcome. Can I sign you in to a VIP room?
Let me go talk to my associate first, and we'll see.
Fantastic.
And I'll just step away and make my way over to my clumsy, loud compatriot.
Yeah,
So-
that. Mm?
So, good morning, by the way. Apparently, he does visit quite often and takes several to the stateroom at the top floor.
Very interesting. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Good camouflage. Do you not think?
Good camouflage.
Well, yes. It's very easy to spot one person moving around, but spot one in a crowd is much more difficult.
That's fair.
He's a
That's
sailor.
fair.
He knows about fishing.
I'm gonna let that one go. But no, I think it'll be good to watch and see who all he takes with him.
Perhaps get yourself taken. Did you find out which room it is that he has to use?
The stateroom on the top floor.
How subtle of him.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that makes sense. The top floor. And he does like the mental maths of how he's going to climb up to the top floor. Well, very well. Good. Good. Yes.
I'm debating your idea of being taken with him. Debating it.
And he kind of gives you like a calculating eye. I'm sure you'll do just fine. Have a little more self-confidence, dear.
Hmm. All right, I need a drink.
And
Yes.
ale is served.
Yes, a bit of dwarven courage goes a long way.
Yeah, definitely want to get a drink.
So as you two take a drink, we can pan back around to Margot and Melchior, who are now sitting at the stately table. You're not near the prince or the baroness or anyone else. You're sort of much further down the table. Like there's a whole host of important guests who are at this table, and you're just like the prince's friends, unfortunately. So but you do no less have a seat at the table, and they are bringing out. You are up to your fourth course. You're both absolutely starving because every course is about this big. And you are observing the prince and his boyfriend.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to kind of just be not staring openly, but kind of observing their interactions, if it seems strained, if it seems like cordial enough, or that kind of thing throughout the course of the meal.
So, as you look at Farrell, his eyes, when they are on Ken, they go almost automatically into smolder mode. Like he immediately puts on the face. And, but when he's looking around at everyone else, he just seems completely normal. Like, chatting and stuff. But whenever he sees Ken, straight back into this almost mask of...
Huh. Interesting.
They aren't talking very much.
Yeah.
How's the mood at the rest of the table? Like, is there just a lot of silence, or like, is it pretty normal? Because I don't know how comfortable I am with silence.
Oh no, it's reasonably. There's a bit of a mix. So at the end of the table, towards the more regal characters, it's a bit quieter. It's more polite. Small conversation between meals. Nearly silence in the meals. Down your end, there is an overweight merchant nearby who keeps making absurd jokes and chortling to just all the time. Stupid things like, so I said the fish sticks.
I think every now and then I laugh with him just to laugh. So when he laughs, I just go, and then kind of look at the people around me like, why aren't you laughing? Clearly this man is very funny.
Plus.
And also, if there are people who aren't particularly talking, I think I will ask them random questions like, so how about the weather? Huh?
So
It's the weather today.
There's a weedy little half elf sitting next to you in a straight suit, very neat and tidy. Oh, it is 40% humid, roughly. I believe there's a low pressure coming in, which could mean rain soon. I don't usually report on this sort of thing.
Dope. Yeah. Okay. How about a good day for love, huh?
Love?
Yeah, it's in the air.
He looks at the air.
With the humidity, can't you feel it?
Oh no, that's a horrible thought.
I think she looks like taken aback a little bit because her very, very subtle way of trying to get information is not that good. And she says, do you like cats?
I'm not really a pet person.
Bummer. And then I just eat a full of food.
I just do the accounts. Numbers are my love.
I don't like this guy. Kill him.
Yeah, boring.
He's
I
not a
love
pet
him.
person. I don't trust him. Who's not a pet person?
Love him.
I'll
It's poor man.
40% humidity. Who cares?
You asked.
I'm not doing very great in my conversation gathering, so I will just kind of bury myself with my food.
Mm.
And maybe look over at Marge and just kind of be like,
I like to ask some. I'm not sure who, like whether it be right next to me or across, or not the loudly chortling fellow, because I don't really think he's very smart, but someone else maybe not as chatty. Are you about town often? Do you see the prince and his lovely feral around, or do you see them together very much at all?
So you have actually turned to a woman who looks like she could well own the she's got all the all the trappings, trimmings, whatever you guys like. I don't know.
The regalia?
Yeah, all of that
gold
stuff.
leaf.
Yeah, gold leaf. She's wearing a gold dress, gold everywhere. She's got gold in her hair, all sorts.
Gold flicks in her drink.
Yeah, she turns. Yeah, it's Goldschlager. She turns. She's like, oh, it's the talk of the town that the boyfriend is potentially playing away.
Oh no.
Yes, Farrell. He hardly spends any time with Ken at all. At least that's the word on the street.
Interesting. I thought they were really happy together. At least Ken seems very happy.
Yes. And she looks down the table. Yes. They do seem that way when they're together, but like I say, the rumors are everywhere. Maybe they're not true. They are rumors after all.
It's unfortunate. Is there anyone? Well, I know rumors just spread, but do you know where they started? It's always some.
Honestly, probably from the brothel itself. I mean, when someone spends that much time in a place, staff talk.
Hmm. Does he just walk in? Like, no, like takes his carriage down there and just walks right in? Or does he try to keep it quiet?
He tries to keep it somewhat quiet, I suppose. I mean, everyone knows that the pair of them have, they're not, shall we say, exclusive. But yeah, they try and keep it somewhat quiet, usually. He's been overdoing it recently, though. Everyone knows he goes there every day.
Seems excessive.
Yeah. She pulls the
Gosh,
same
when you
face.
get tired? When you get tired? Okay. Okay. I'm honestly a little concerned for his health. But
he looks radiant.
Yeah. Must be doing something right. Trying to think if there's anything specific that I want to ask. Yeah, I think for now I'm just gonna return quietly to my meal. I'm just kind of in an aside to Melcior. People are noticing.
Do you like cats though? Because
I love cats. Cats are wonderful. They don't always get along with Roy here, but I don't think that's his fault. They just kind of like to bat at his tail and maybe chase him a little bit, and
I get that. What do we look? I'm gonna try and be like as quiet as possible. I think that my voice is like a little bit rumbly. Do we follow him?
I think eventually that's the plan.
Got it. Okay,
I'm enjoying dinner.
I turn to someone else and ask very loudly if they like cats.
Well, I do enjoy the occasional cat, but duck's much better. The meat's much nicer.
I think I do his belly laugh. Wait. Oh. And then I'm just gonna push my plate away from me.
Oh.
So the meal is somewhat pleasant. That you eat of it. Like I say, you get this very like wanting feeling of it's all about flavors and definitely not about being full. They just seem to be people who snack all the time, hence the hors d'oeuvres all the time and the small meals. And afterwards, the Ken and Farrell stand together and leave. And that is almost a symbol. Everyone then starts dispersing.
Okay. I'm gonna lean over to Margot. Now, do we follow?
I'd like to kind of see where they go. I don't want to intrude on their time, but maybe hang out in the... I'm trying to think of other entrances and exits. If everybody goes through like the front kind of lobby type area, or if there might be a back door that he uses to leave. I'd like to just kind of just not follow them directly, but just kind of take a moment and then kind of follow a polite distance behind to see like where they're going.
So, okay, give me some stealth checks.
All right.
I'm a little...
I mean, Charlie set us a pretty high standard, to be fair.
7.
Yeah, rocking it. We're rocking it. This is great. We're doing great, guys.
Why don't you guys describe what this looks like?
I guess they went out through a set of doors. Is there only one entrance and exit to this room?
No, there's lots of entrances and exits. They've gone through the 2 main doors, and other people are like the people who are working there, like the advisors, the accountants. They are going through smaller doors, but the people who are like merchants and higher nobles, they are leaving through either the main doors or some other set of large doors.
Mm-hmm. Well, I didn't want to follow them like upstairs or anything, but just kind of to, like see if they went upstairs. So I think as I'm heading out the door, it's I don't know. I'm looking back to see if Melser is following me, and I just gotta trip and catch myself. It's like, oh, we're good. We're good. I'm good. I'm gonna turn away now.
Thank you, Isra, who donates so that you all have another nat 20.
Oh.
I think I just laugh really loud at you and then go.
I'm so glad I'm entertaining you.
So a short while passes. Where are you guys going during this time? Are you going to go upstairs, or are you going to find somewhere else to scope out?
I mean, did I see them go upstairs?
Yeah, they did go upstairs. They went upstairs
together.
together.
Okay. Then I'd probably kind of hover around, or not hover, but just kind of like to the side, mingle with anyone who's still left over, and keep an eye out for maybe coming downstairs again. Because Ken said about half an hour, like 20 minutes, half an hour is usually after dinner when he leaves. Mm-hmm. So just kind of keeping an eye out. Maybe at the entrance itself, so that I could see a little bit of outside as well.
Okay, yeah.
Enjoying the night air.
And Melcio?
I am very, very much trying to stay on task, but I am also like going down the table and eating anything that anyone did not eat, which I imagine there aren't like a ton of leftovers, but like maybe people are used to not eating as much, and I just like kind of pick a little bit off their plate and then move on to the next one.
It's mostly salads and like bits of rice, like
I'm making do with what I got. I got 13 stomachs to please here. And
1 grain of rice for each stomach.
yes, exactly. Gotta do what I can.
Yeah, there was only 6 courses. This is not going to be enough. So after a short while, you see Ken stride down the stairs, and Farrell strides after him. Ken joins the group still mingling, whereas Farrell leaves, as predicted.
Okay. Marco, do we follow the boy?
Well, I think we know where he's going. We're gonna take a little bit more time this time, so that even if we do mess up, it's not as noticeable.
Okay.
This is normally my thing.
You did good.
Thank you. By what does he just walk, or does he take a horse, or?
He walks outside. He leaves the gardens and hops on a coach that is waiting for him.
All right.
Marco, the boy is getting away.
I think it is time. Would you rather walk or take a coach, or
I don't generally fit in coaches.
True. How about a nice walk in the moonlight?
Okay.
All right. A brisk walk. We gotta get there in time.
Yeah, I have very long legs.
Yeah, you do. We're often a little bit to keep up. I'm like 5'3".
You're doing great.
I'm doing my best. All right.
So whilst you guys take your moonlight stroll towards the brothel,
stroll sounds so casual.
Yep, that's a perfectly normal night. We'll go back across to Alar and Nalifi. As you guys are sitting, what have you been doing for the last, say, couple of hours whilst everyone else has been eating dinner? I mean, have you guys eaten, or have you just been drinking, or?
I've been probably working my way through 2 glasses of ale by now, just kind of casually sipping, keeping an eye on just who's around in the brothel, and generally not being very interesting, so anyone paying attention to me loses interest fairly rapidly. Just the old man in the corner drinking.
About that casual voyeurism though. But yeah, no, I'd probably be doing very much the same. But I probably have tried to maybe scout out the layout of this place.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
just trying to figure out where everything is.
So the room is laid out. This is quite an open space area, but you can see where the main struts are that are holding the building up. So you can assume, like, this room is a large space, but you can assume safely that the room above you is probably 4 rooms from the layout of the pillars.
Are there any, like, alcoves or nooks and crannies that a person could hide in if they're trying to go up the stairs?
So, like, there are... On the turns of the stairs, there are, like, little alcoves where there's plant pots. It'd be a difficult check, but I suppose it's possible.
I'm not quite that skinny.
Do I notice Nilithy kind of scoping the stairs? Like, can I see her brain actively going, how am I going to get up the...
Yeah, you probably would be able to tell. She'd be trying to keep it as subtle as possible, but knowing what I know now, yeah, you'd probably be able to tell with your years of experience.
How about I go find a bathroom, dear? And you can perhaps assist me some of the way, and then leave me if we get into too much bother.
All right. Not a bad plan. I'm not holding it, though. You said assist you. I'm not holding it. Never mind. Let's go.
Was that a joke about my age?
No. Let's just go. It was not a joke about incontinence.
You aren't as delightful as the others, are you?
I certainly try.
You prefer dark things, don't you?
It's easier to hide things there, but okay, yes, sure, we'll go with that. Oh gods.
And he's gonna gather up his briefcase and his cane and pat himself down, make sure he's not forgetting anything, and head towards the stairs. Just walk up.
I'll I'll hold on to his arm like I'm trying to help him up the stairs.
So one of the staff sort of walk towards you and they're like, can I help you? Would you like to take one of the rooms upstairs?
Yes, we're looking for the facilities. Do I need to pay you now? Or...
Well, usually you pick a girl before you go up.
I've chosen one. Isn't she delightful?
I'd give a wink.
Oh, I see. The private types. Fair enough. We'll charge you with the drinks at the end.
Oh, that's very nice of you. Thank you. And we'll continue up.
Yep.
Carry on.
Yep.
As you guys continue up the stairs, the door opens and in walks a suave-looking man in a sort of sailor's doubloons.
Do me a favor, Nalisi, and don't mention this to my wife.
Of course not. I never have before.
I got that one. That was very good. And he reaches for one of his boiled sweets in his pocket and just like pops it in his mouth. And he kind of scopes back over to see if anyone's interesting. And he spots the sailor chap. He's not more your type now, is he? And he's going to angle so Nalisi can see what he's just seen.
Who's to say I have a type? Although, not bad.
He literally walks in. He speaks quickly with the main patron, the head honcho, if you will, and he sort of like takes a moment, looks across the room, and just points at 2 girls and 3 guys, and they are gathered, and they all make their way up the stairs towards you if you're hanging about.
Alar's gonna make a show of having sore knees and just taking his time and just so he can hear any conversation that happens as the group has to kind of go around us.
I think I might try to go for like a glass of water for him to see if maybe I can get a better look at these people that he's picked out.
Okay, yeah. So you're heading back down to the bar?
Yeah, to see, to feign getting a glass of water for Alar, but really scoping out the people that the guy picked out.
Yeah, okay, so give me a perception check.
Okay. Oh, I'm so observant.
On a 7, they are all humanoid. No, they
They have limbs.
Yeah, no, they are all quite slender. He clearly has a type, and it is the slender. Some of them are elves, some half elves, others small humans.
Waif-like.
Mm-hmm. And Ken, was he waif-like?
No, he's quite rugged looking. He has abs, strong pectoral muscles. He's the image of a strong sailor. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Take the water and go back up to Alar. So he's got a type. Definitely not like Ken.
Poor boy. Well, off you go. I'm sure I can manage from here. And he's still like making a show of being doddery.
I got you some water to try and help with this.
I heard tonight was buy 5 get 1 free.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
Not that you're free, but you know.
Yeah. All right. Ugh. One moment. Go into one of the rooms. Make sure there's nobody else in there.
Yeah, so as you open the door, there is no one else in there. This room is not being used yet.
I'm gonna strip down.
Elar's gonna casually just continue making his way upstairs. He's just gonna carry on.
Up to the staterooms?
He's on his way. Take him a while.
So I'd say it's probably the drive wasn't too far, so the walk's not too far either. It's probably around this sort of time that Margot and Melchior are arriving downstairs. But we'll let that simmer for a second whilst we go back to Nalifi. What is your plan?
My what?
What's your plan? What are you?
Do you have
You know,
one?
I'm just. I think my plan at this point is to maybe go down, grab a couple drinks, and bring him up to the stateroom and be like, "On the house, just like everything else."
Okay, fair enough. Whew.
In skivvies, not like totally nude, just
Okay.
in skivvies.
Okay, in skivvies. I was gonna say, like, okay. So, the bar staff look at you strangely when you grab these drinks. Can you make me a deception or performance check?
Sure, I'll go with deception. Oh God, fucking Alar.
Or not, as the case may be.
I mean, you know.
So, on a 23, you walk down there like you own the place, like you've worked here for perhaps 23 years, and you easily gather some drinks. People look at you quizzically, but they don't question it, and you can just take the drinks upstairs. Outside the stateroom, as Alar and Nalifi approach, there is one of the half-elf boys standing outside the room.
Oh, were you not invited in?
Oh, I'm the reserves. They're very busy in there right now. You won't want to go in.
But if they're so busy, they're going to need something to further whet their appetite. Jiggle the drinks a little bit. The drinks!
Phrasing. So give me a persuasion check.
Can I give her like advantage by being a distraction in the background as I look very lost around myself?
Oh my God.
On a 10, he just says, no, they're not going to want to be disturbed. And from behind the door, you can hear a certain type of sound that you might hear in a brothel.
Well, that's quite understandable, don't you think, young man? But can you help me? I'm lost, and there were a lot of stairs.
Not really. I'm supposed to stay on hand in case anyone gets injured or...
Oh, yeah, of course you need to do your job properly. It was very rude of me to ask. It's all right, I'm sure I'll manage. Oh, all right.
Oh, he feels bad. Give a persuasion check.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Allah.
He doesn't feel that bad.
Get on, you old man.
So, Margot and Melchior are coming in downstairs at this point. Welcome to the brothel. Things are starting to heat up a little bit in here now. People are dancing on platforms. There's drinks moving around. People are being taken indiscriminately up the stairs. And people are also apparently getting naked and grabbing drinks in the bar and doing all sorts of things like that. So,
did we arrive in time for that?
I think I did turn to Margot on the way here and ask, so where are we going?
Have you ever heard of a brothel? Do you know what they're about?
Nope.
Okay, so
No.
they range in how nice they are, but typically it's a place where people go to have a good time.
I like good times.
In the sexual way.
Oh.
Mhm.
Okay.
So we could go at this in one of several ways. I plan to just kind of scope out the crowd downstairs, but I think if we're gonna want to get closer, we're gonna have to go upstairs, and it's typically an upstairs or downstairs kind of situation. I'm not assuming there are. I'm sure there are one-story buildings, but I was just kind of stammering, like just not sure how
Just
to
a natural assumption. It's fine. I think. Okay.
Mm.
So when we get there, then I think that I might be slightly mortified, but also slightly entertained. It's like a mix between the like. What is this?
Actually, before we go in, I would like to observe the outside of this building. Like, what you did describe windows earlier, but are they like
Don't
are
look in the
floors really
windows.
high, or like high ceilings kind of situation, or is it climbable, or is it?
So yeah, it's sort of like one of the outside is mainly made of wooden slats and brickwork. It probably is climbable, yeah. It looks like the brickwork could be up to that sort of treatment. There is a sign hanging above the door, which is just a sign painted black with a picture of a white garter on it.
Oh wait, what? Sorry.
Garter.
Oh. All right. Could I do like a once around the building and just kind of like see how many windows, I suppose? Like, are there a lot of rooms to this place?
There's 4 windows on there's 4 windows on the front, 2 downstairs, 2 upstairs, and no windows at all on the top floor.
Okay.
And it looks like a sort of, like I described earlier, 4-room on the second floor, possibly 4 rooms on the bottom floor, sort of a scenario. The top floor, no windows at all. It looks like that part. Give me a investigation or perception check.
Criminy. 6. Do you want me to put the rolls in chat, by the way?
No, totally
Okay.
trust you, especially when you're rolling 6.
Okay.
Yeah. So the top floor, it's just blacked out. There's no windows or anything. No clues there at all.
Alrighty. And are there any like abutting buildings, or is it kind of set away from other buildings?
It's set away. It's nearer the docks than anywhere else.
Okay.
There is a pub across the way that looks like they might do a lot of trade. Pre-drinks, if you will.
Can I just have followed Margot around the house this whole time? Or around the building?
Absolutely.
I mean, you didn't declare you were doing it stealthily, so yeah, why not?
No.
I mean, I'm not stealthy. I just want to follow her. I don't think I'd go in without her. And also, I think I would, just comment on a couple of, oh, you can't look in the windows. Okay. And just, little comments like that as we go.
Even if I wanted to, I'm really not about the climbing. I wish I could, but alas. Yeah, I guess I will head in. Actually, before I will confirm with you and just be like, I don't know how much we're gonna get out of watching or observing people in there. I don't know, maybe going after these rumors instead.
Okay, where?
Like maybe this pub across the way.
Okay.
And if we don't find anything, then we could just come back. I don't know how much backup they'll be needing observing a party, a large party in a closed room. So, yeah. Can we scope out the place first and then maybe move on to...
So scoping out the brothel and then looking at the pub, moving to the pub, or scoping out the pub?
I think we'll start in the brothel. See if there's anyone we know downstairs, because
Okay.
we don't know what they've been doing. And yeah.
So you guys will enter the brothel. Now, Alar and Liffy, what are you guys doing on the top floor?
Seeing as the dude didn't take the bait for my wanting his assistance, Alara wants to do a dramatic fall down a couple of stairs. He's gonna get this guy to move one way or another.
Can you make me a acrobatics check or acrobatics check? This is intentional.
To like kind of help the act when he does, Nilithy will just kind of like, oh no, and throw the drinks.
Okay.
I'm not rolling. Come on. Oh.
And that's been all the rolls. So on a 14, on a 14 acrobatic, you can slide down a few steps. Can you make me a performance check for the glass throw for just general convincingness?
Yes. 1 second.
Alara in my head is like, not the suit. Not the
All right, that is. Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh,
it's-
yes, queen.
It's good. It is good. So you described to me how the drinks go. Do they cover Alar's suit or?
No, I don't think they would cover Alar's suit. I think that they would just kind of like, it's that panic of oh no, and they would just kind of go everywhere. But I think she would try to get it on the boy.
Okay, and he is also he's just wearing a pair of pants. He's not wearing like a shirt or anything. And as you like special music, oh, now I'm all sticky.
I'm so sorry, but I'm sure that's not the first time.
And
Maybe you should go downstairs and change and help the man as well.
No,
I can make sure that I can swap out if someone gets injured. You said.
Oh, I've only
Yeah.
had this hip 800 years.
Would you like to do an insight check, Nilithy?
Yes. I have to keep checking my sheet 1 second. Ooh, that's gonna be a rough one.
You do have. It wasn't that rough.
Ooh.
You guys do have 2 nat 20s each.
Mhm.
Just you wait till we use them.
On a 17, he is not what he seems. He is acting as a guard.
I had a feeling.
Perhaps you could go down for me and get me a cloth or something. I hate being
Well,
sticky.
Well, obviously I can't do that because I'm not gonna bathe you. No, you go down and clean yourself up. I can watch the door. It's fine.
You dirty, dirty boy.
And that's getting clipped.
Maybe he's into that.
So this guy he's he's basically he just sort of like he's like okay, look, I'll literally take 2 minutes and he will run down the stairs.
You're not gonna take the. Oh. Well, Alar, what do we do now? We have 2 minutes.
Well, get inside already. And he stands back up and he dusts himself off.
All right, gonna like fluff my hair a little bit and then walk inside.
And Alara's gonna stand in front of the
I'm
door.
gonna try to be quiet about it,
Roll
but I'm
me
assuming
a stealth check.
I'm gonna use a nat 20 on this one.
Okay.
Ah!
So the door opens without a sound. You slip into the room, and in there are 4 people, an elf, 2 half-elves, and a human, who are having a glorious good time. But Farrell is not amongst them.
I'm gonna like try to stick to the shadows and like see if I can find him in here.
Yeah, sure. Give me a perception check. That clip is going to be so watched.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Oh, all right.
Oh
Shit.
Yo, on a nat 1. On a nat 1, he is definitely not in this room.
Now I have a decision to make. Do I stay and watch the show or do I leave? Maybe he'll show up. I'll stay in the shadows.
While I'm quietly waiting for her up at the top of the stairs, can I just like look around this floor? Because I haven't had a chance to properly like take in the layout up here. Is it literally just like a landing and then like one door into one room?
Yeah, so the stateroom, like where the other floors, the stairs go up and there's like corridors leading off to the rooms. The stateroom, the stairs just lead up, and it's just one door. The stairs stop, one door open, and there's like, it's a small room, if you will, and the rest of the room is just all staterooms. So from Nilithi's perspective, you can see plenty of room, but no Farrell from your shadows.
Shit. All right, I'm gonna try and leave as quietly as I came in.
Okay, I'll have another stealth check just for the door interaction.
Ooh, it's gonna go so well, you guys.
Yeah, on a 16, it clicks behind you, but no one notices. And you do all this just as this half elf is coming back upstairs, and he's like, "Oh, thank you for watching the door for me. I owe you
You're
one."
welcome. You're welcome. You're nice. You're all cleaned up and everything's good, right?
Yeah. It only takes 2 minutes to clean up.
Very quick
Efficient.
chat.
Efficient. All right. Well, I suppose I'll help this gentleman downstairs then.
That's most kind of you.
Just go over and like grab Alar's arm and be like, "I want to get my clothes out of the other room."
I hadn't noticed you taking them off, dear. Must be very cold.
You couldn't tell.
Well, here you go. And he's going to take off his jacket and he's going to put it over his shoulders. There you go. Now, come on then. Let's find your jacket and discuss what else you've lost and found on the way.
Oh, jeez.
So whilst you guys go and get changed, I guess, Margot and Melcy are on the bottom floor, seeing the peoples.
Mm-hmm.
What are you guys up to?
I'd like to lounge on a nice chair and try and send my little familiar snake up the stairs.
Is it the same chair that Alar was in?
Maybe. I wouldn't know. If there's a plush red one, that is the one that I picked.
Yeah, you know what? There are a lot of red chairs in this room. They've gone for the red and pink in strong tones amongst the black.
I'm about it.
And as you're sitting there, there is an elf dancing provocatively in front of you. It's like a male elf, very well toned, chiseled. He looks great, doing a nice little show for you. Your snake makes its way up the stairs.
And while I'm pretending to enjoy this show, I'm gonna go and look and see what Roy is seeing as he makes his way up the stairs. Do I need to roll stealth for him?
Do you know what? Yeah, that'd be
Okay.
grand.
Yeah. I rolled 1.
Well, good. I was gonna probably follow, and I'm not very.
So, as one of the staff is running up the stairs, Roy just like goes a little bit too large on a step, and they trip on him and end up falling down the stair.
Nobody.
And they'll probably go tumbling past Alar and Nilithi, to be fair, like on their way
Oh
down.
dear.
Oh, Did somebody get kicked out of the room? Do I recognize this person?
No, it's just
Okay.
It's a snake.
someone
Yeah.
from the first floor.
Oh, shame that. Do we see the snake?
On that one, yeah. Like
Okay. Do we recognize it? I guess is the more important thing.
Good question. I'll leave that to you. How much attention did you pay to Margot's snake?
I mean, I would assume that I would take in as much as I can of a person that I see. But God, there's no good way to phrase this.
Aren't you a charming little chap? Did you get lost on your way in? Yes, it happens to the best of us. And he's gonna Ilara's gonna bend down and pick up Roy.
Oh, jeez. Recognizing Alar. He just kind of like opens his mouth and you hear Marco's voice come out. So did you find anything?
Oh my God.
Well, that is a jolly good trick, and no, we didn't. It was wonderful.
You did what?
Are you
Where are you?
downstairs?
Where are you?
I'm downstairs in a very nice chair.
Oh, the red one with the gold tassels.
One of them.
Yes, very good chairs here.
I approve. I take it you partook of its splendor earlier.
I did. My bottom was most delighted.
Excellent.
Shall we
on,
go
Roy.
down the stairs then?
Yeah, and
If you'd like.
Alara's like using the snake like some sort of foaming beacon. Trying to find where Margot.
Once I see this happening, I'm gonna go back to just like me, just like wave.
So as you're doing this down the stairs, one of the staff comes like, "Oh, really nice snake," and gives it a little stroke.
Isn't he just?
I'm definitely going around and asking people because I followed the snake for like a little bit and then started asking people to like distract from the snake. Like, do you like snakes?
So this provocative looking woman turns to you and says, "Why, I love snakes. They're one of my favorite animals. How about you?"
Mine too. I like a lot of animals though, so I can't just show a preference for snakes.
Ask her about cats.
I was just about to say. Oh my God.
Do you like cats?
What kind of cat are you talking about?
Any cat?
Short hair, long hair, hairless.
You bring a druid to a brothel. Nothing is safe.
So, she's just like, I love cats.
Me too.
And she puts her arm on your shoulder and says, "Could I see your cat sometime?"
Oh, I don't have any with me.
Oh, poor you.
It's I maybe at home sometime.
Oh God.
I don't
That's called a
normally
private call.
I don't normally do house calls. But for you, I might make an exception.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh. Something cats climbing that tree. Oh. Sorry.
So you guys are now all down. You guys are all down in the same area. Even if you're not together, you're all in roughly the same room.
Oh, I think we would have chilled with Margot.
I already had
Oh.
a fever. This isn't fair.
Margot, and I'd fill everyone in, and if Nelson comes back as well, on what I saw. Not with great detail, though.
Okay. Just having a good time.
Censored version.
Yeah. There were several people on a bed having a good time, and our quarry was not one of them.
Was there any doors? Any other way out?
Not that I saw. I mean, maybe he was in the washroom or something. I don't know. But he wasn't in in there as far as I saw.
Did you check under the bed?
I wasn't willing to get that close.
Alright. I'm just messing with you. Do you think there's other... There could be a way between floors besides the stairs? Or out?
It's just interesting.
I don't know.
Well, it's just interesting. None of the people that he had selected were anything like his beloved, so they were all quite waif-like. And it's interesting that he would gather so many to not participate.
Probably just to be a good cover. Frankly.
I think that was a fine idea about another way up. Would make sense for the staff, move around unseen, deliver things. Very practical.
I am not stripping down again.
I think I rejoin the party at this point and say, a lot of people here like snakes and cats.
But before you do, Melchior, before you do, this woman, she turns to you and says, "Do you know what was your name?"
Melchior?
I rather like you, Melchior.
Thank you. I like you too. You're very nice and care about animals.
Yeah. Do you know, there's another animal that I could show you if I like. It's down by the docks. Can you guess what it's called?
A boat? No. A fish? I know.
I'll give you a clue.
Clues?
It begins with a V.
All of our faces just did the same thing.
More hints? More clues?
It's rather large.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm so stuck. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
fantastic. I can't wait to show you. And she'll grab your hand and start taking you from the building.
Do we see this? Do we see us just going?
I can't wait. I love it.
It appears our good new friend has made a new friend. Was that part of your plan, Margot?
They're going the wrong way.
Is it possible she's in a bit of bother?
I'm gonna get up and try to go over and get their attention. Melchior, where are you going?
Oh, to see her animal down by the docks. It starts with a V. Don't know what it is yet. Still guessing.
It's
very large.
Just this very confused face. Melchior, you were supposed to spend some time with me and the others.
Oh, okay. I turn to the very nice lady who has her arm on my shoulder and say, I was supposed to spend time with the her and the others.
Oh no!
Scrat.
Unless you wouldn't mind further company, but I assumed,
Oh, well,
I like having lots of friends.
you really are adventurous. I suppose I could let you open my horizon.
I just kind of look back and to the others and kind of point to Melchior, like with my hand hidden by my body, and then point to them and just kind of shrug. Do we go? Do we stay?
I'm gonna pick up his briefcase and his cane. He's getting ready for another adventure.
Oh my god.
So she leads you a short way down the docks to a large enclosure. You can hear a sort of squawking from behind the walls of this enclosure. And she turns to you and says, "This is my absolute favorite pet." She opens the door. And behind it is a rock.
Oh.
I should have known.
Thank you, Isriva, for the donation.
It's very large.
Yes, isn't it? And it begins with a V.
It does.
And it has talons and a beak.
Yeah.
Charming specimen.
Oh, it's a lovely creature. How about we go back and get some drinks to celebrate its existence?
Oh, don't you want to pet it or take a ride on it?
I do kind of want to pet it.
Is it house trained?
But mostly.
How many people has it eaten recently?
Oh, no. We keep it well stocked on cattle.
Oh well, Melcia, if you're careful, I don't see why not.
Can I? I want to pet it. I'm not hugging this one, but I'm gonna pet it.
Yep.
While this is going on, I kind of want to see if I can keep an eye on the brothel to make sure that he's
never
not
left.
leaving.
Oh, it's like,
Okay.
So everyone who did come with Melchior, please make me
Thank you.
perception check. Thank you. Oh,
Alar is on his game today.
yeah.
Good day to leave the house.
Oh,
I wasn't.
on a 21, you'll be looking towards the brothel. But as you look to check sure that Melchior's okay with the rock, Melchior, also make me an animal handling check. This one could be quite critical.
Can I use my natural 20?
Yeah,
Like,
of course you
I-
can.
maybe not like the best time, but this is like a story moment for her. She just wants to really be friends with this
maybe not
animal.
lose a hand.
Alar is very
Maybe
concerned
not
about
lose a hand.
Melcia, his new granddaughter.
So you find the ruffle in its belly that it just really likes to have scratched, and it just immediately starts like, and just rolls over.
Yes. Yes. I think I'm now talking to it. Who's a good rock? Who's a good rock? You're a good rock.
And
This is really great.
as this happens, Nelly,
Brothels are the best.
Oh.
Everybody loves animals.
as you look past this, you will see at the back of the room Farrell slipping out through a back door. Nenethy.
Alar. Alar.
Yes. Careful, Melcia. Careful.
He just left.
No, the rock's right here.
He just left.
Oh, your gentleman friend. You say
Yes.
dramatically.
Yes. The one that I've been having my eye on for so long.
The one that got away.
Yes, that one. Indeed.
Well, my dear, you should catch him rapidly before he gets any further away.
All right, I'm gonna give chase.
I'm
But
still
like
kind of
stealthy
confused on, like,
chase.
where everything happened. I thought you guys went like down the street.
Yeah, it's not far. It's not far at all.
Okay. And he left through the back of where?
From the back of the enclosure.
Oh, okay.
I imagine Allah still kind of has Roy, just stroking him this whole time.
Yeah.
Still got Roy, just hanging out.
You've got Roy hanging out. You're stroking him outside the brothel. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Just to be clear.
Allah is stroking a big black snake outside of the brothel, correct?
Excellent.
Charlie said what she said.
I don't understand why you're all laughing. So yeah, you give chase. You give chase. Please, please make me an athletics check to see how quickly you can get to that back door.
Alrighty.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yo.
Boom. So as you run to the back door, you will see him. He's got like a clipboard. As you open the door, he's got a clipboard and he's marking down the contents of these enclosures.
Curious. So like there are other things down here. Like there's enclosures of like creatures down here.
Yeah, so there's a whole like row of enclosures.
Hmm.
Are they like shipping containers, or are they just like static cages that are just always here, like a mini zoo import thing?
These are near the docks because they are creatures that are generally trained for battle.
Okay, I got it. I'm just trying to figure out the setup in my brain.
Sorry, I don't know what to do here.
Well, Scrat's dancing, so I'm dancing.
Thank you very much, Chorus, for the resub 2 months in a row using Prime. Thank you so much, dude. So appreciated. So appreciated.
Allah is going to turn to Melcia. You keep an eye on Nelithia. I better go and get Margot. I think we're about to have a spot of intrigue.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'll just watch him.
And with remarkable speed, Alara is going to take off down the street back to the brothel.
Oh my goodness. Once he gets back in like my range that I can actually see through my snake, and see that he's making tremendous speed back towards where I'm going, I'll probably meet you at the door then.
Okay.
Margot!
Yes.
It's all afoot at the docks.
Okay. Why? It's okay. Well, we'll find out how we got there later, I guess. but-
Sailors at the docks.
Okay.
And he's going to hand Roy back.
Yay.
Down at the docks.
And then he's going to turn around and just take off the other way before his breath catches up with him and he dies. Keep going.
Make haste after you.
Okay, so you guys are rushing back. Nelithia, you're just watching?
Yeah, just observing.
Just observing, okay. He's making a detailed list.
What's in these that he's making a list of?
There are several rocks. There are Allah gets a nat 1. Mostly Vrox, actually, because the DM doesn't have that much of an imagination.
Alright, that's fair.
So they're mostly Vrox in these things.
Also, they all start with V's. There are a lot of V's.
Yep.
Vultures.
Vulpines.
Vegans.
Oh god.
Oh, yeah.
Wild things, then.
Yeah, no, you
Everyone
can't
needs a
use them
battle
anymore.
vegan.
No, new war rules, international war regulations. You can't use vegans anymore. They're just too brutal.
All right. Have my friends arrived yet? Are they?
Yeah, you know what? We'll say that Alar is incredibly tired, so he will have run the whole way there and back. Margot probably in tow. You guys will be in tow. He's still taking note whilst you guys are gathering.
I'm like, this part isn't my. I'm gonna walk back to the group and be like, this part isn't my strong suit. Normally, I'm not talking with the people. I'm just, dealing with them.
That's okay. I'm sure we can find a way to. What is he up to?
He's taking a list of things.
Checking it twice.
Well, he's writing down what all is in these enclosures and
Inventory when he's meant to be at the brothel. Sounds like a young man I used to know. A workaholic. What were we talking about?
We're talking about Farrell. Farrell? Farrell? Whichever.
Yes, the prince's bow, yes. We really must sort that out. That was a terrible, terrible sadness that we saw this afternoon.
Yeah.
He wasn't doing anything, though. And now he's just taking a list.
I'll go and speak to him. What shall I ask?
Does he really want anyone to know that he's here? I mean, he snuck out, right?
True.
Do we report this to Ken?
Why would a young man who works at the docks be down here secretly at night taking inventory at the docks?
I could ask him if he likes rocks.
Melcia, you are delightful.
Thank you.
I think that rock likes you a lot.
Yes. It is my rock friend.
They're not normally that nice.
This one
Yes,
is my
dear, don't tell her that. Don't tell her that.
I'm really glad you're getting along with it.
Well, I'm so glad that we're rock friends now.
New euphemism alert.
I forgot you were here. Shit.
Are you
Oh, yeah.
following someone?
Yes, you to your giant bee creature.
Ah. Yes, he does like a good stroke.
Is this a new addition to this area? I mean, you don't normally just see them in the middle of town.
Oh no, this is the main fleet, the war hounds and war beasts.
Ah, of the local variety. You mean?
Mostly.
Something occurs to me.
Some of them are local stock.
Okay.
And he puts like a sucky sweet in his mouth. You just see like the lips pursing as he's thinking.
The gears spinning.
I mean, it's the wrong season for it, but after the mating season, we have baby Vroks in the Vrok nursery. They can't stay together for very long. They're awfully territorial. They'll start killing each other. But for the first few months, they're rather cute.
I can imagine. Very fluffy and not as vicious. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Are you anticipating a war? I mean, this seems kind of forward, but
No, I don't think we're anticipating a war. Just good to keep the defenses up. I mean, now that we have an alliance with our neighbors, we can truly defend against the rest of the world, should they decide to invade. We are a very small nation.
fair.
perhaps we should return to the palace and have a late supper with our good friend.
Hmm.
Will they have more food than they did before?
I'm sure they will cater to your needs. They're very good there. They're very good. Always an excellent high tea every time I've been.
I pet my Vrock friend and say, I wish I could eat as well as you.
Well,
So, have you still got eyes on Farrell?
I'd have been watching him this whole time.
So as you're watching him, he gets to the end, sort of like does the whole thing with a pen, and then turns on his heel and starts striding away.
Like back to where he came from?
Nope, like east.
You all go ahead. I will take another gander down these enclosures.
You sure? Alone?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm quite sure Nilithia is scarier than anything one might find in the dark down at the docks late at night.
Right. Yeah. So I'm gonna go like down and see if I can maybe follow him, but quietly.
Okay, yeah. So he's making good pace. He's put a hood up as well, but you can track him by his you recognize his clothes now. You know what he looks like. Perhaps give me a stealth. He does check over his shoulder every now and again. Yeah, on a 20. He doesn't see you. You can tail him, and you will do so. He makes a series of twists and turns, but always keeps heading east, towards the forest to the east of the city.
Okay.
We'll go back to Margot, Melchior, and Alar for a little bit.
Yeah.
All right.
And our brothel friend who is still there. Just a reminder.
Alar's gonna like flick the little clutches on his briefcase and open it up, and inside you see very neatly arranged, very sharp-looking daggers across the back, small little vials at the front, and in the middle of it all a notebook which he pulls out, and he writes a quick little note, and he rips it out, and folds it up, and he turns to our brothel friend. Tell me, have you ever met the prince?
Oh yes, he frequents the brothel often.
Wonderful. Do you know the way to the palace?
I do indeed.
Excellent. How much do you normally make in a night? It's terribly forward, I know, but needs must.
Are you looking to book me for the whole night?
Yes, but it'll only probably take about 20 minutes or so of your time.
That's often the case.
What can I say? You are a very fine and lovely thing.
Why, thank you. Let's say 400 gold?
My dear, you're very expensive. I think the wife might notice.
Well, I mean, if you do just want the 30 minutes, that's a lot cheaper.
Well, I was trying to arrange it so you could have the night off, but yes, I think the 30 minutes might be more affordable in this case.
Call it 40 gold?
I think I can stretch to that. And he goes through and he finds his little coin purse and begins counting out. And then he hits like 10 gold and he has to go and find another one that's like buried in the lining of his case. He's like looking up. He goes, there you are. Now please deliver this note to the Prince of the Palace. He will take care of you.
Indeed. I hear he pays well too. And she'll take the note and just walk away quite casually.
The note says, how often should sailors check the stock at the docks? Question mark. Signed, and then Alar, and Alar is really like fancy. And that's what Alar does.
All right. Well, given that, I take it we're not following her. Or at least
No,
that's not your plan.
I think perhaps we should catch up with Lalethi. I think she's probably going to get herself into some trouble.
All right, thank you.
Bye, Rock friend.
Bye, Melchior.
Oh. I'm gonna pet it one more time, and then I'll, I guess, exit the enclosure. Oh,
Okay. So
close it back up.
you three are going to go and help the assassin tail her mark. Got it.
Yup.
Got it. So Nelefi, as you are going, the Farrell does reach the forest. And as he does so, he sort of looks around and then ducks into the underbrush.
I don't want to lose her, so I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna duck into the underbrush as well.
Okay. In that case, can I have a stealth check? Or a survival check, your choice.
I'm gonna go with stealth. Oh no!
So perhaps you should have gone survival because the bushes are not for you. As soon as you dart into these tall plants and small bushes, you make a large amount of noise.
I'm gonna try to like make some kind of. This is gonna be so awkward. Some kind of like animal grunting, like. Take a page out of Melcior's book.
Can you make me a
So
performance
proud.
on that, please?
She pulls back the bush and she goes, "Do you like animals?"
They've called me an animal before. Oh, performance. My bad. Hold on. Oh,
You
God.
do still have a nat 20. So rather than sounding a lot like a beast, you more sound like you're going nom 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 nom. Like to your ears, it sounds perfect.
Oh, God, no.
Nothing happens. There is no noises around you.
Okay, I'm gonna stop making noises. Just kind of like try to pop my head out and look around, see if I see anybody. Yeah.
Long gone.
Shit. Oh no.
So Margot, Melcior, and Ala, are you guys trying to stealth through the city, or are you just heading east on a hunch, or how are you going to find Nelefi?
Hadn't thought that far.
Yeah.
I'm following them.
Well, at this point, couldn't we have gone the same way that they did, I guess, like through that door and then try and kind of corroborate a direction from there?
Excuse me.
Yeah, I tell you what. Why don't one of you give me a survival check? Maybe you can track them.
That's fair. Since we're working together.
Hey!
Thank you. Yes. Golly gee, these rolls.
Damn.
Allah, real recognizes real.
Nice. I also got
So
total of 21.
Alara is concerned about one of his other granddaughters tonight.
so Ala, you pretty much. I don't care how you do it. Sniff the air. I don't know.
Knowing that Letty, she's probably wearing like deadly nightshade perfume or something, so like, I recognize that one.
Oh my god.
Okay, you can follow Nelefi by the scent of her deadly nightshade perfume through the city. And you will probably come upon her, but you'll get near to the forest where it'll get a little bit harder to track her. But you can hear nearby someone sort of in a bush going, nom 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 nom.
Alar's gonna reach out with his cane and pull the bush back. Good evening, dear. How are we?
Apparently hungry.
Oh, me too.
Also, I lost him. Or maybe I scared him. I don't know. But
So Alar will turn to Melcia and just give her what's left of his bag of sweets. And he's gonna try and like bushwhack around to see if he can figure out, if there are any like tracks or anything left behind, any leads on our lost boyfriend.
Yeah, okay. And remember, you have 2 nat 20s.
Yes, I would like to use one, please.
Yeah, so as you do so, you can see a clear path going through the brush deeper into the forest.
Well, it appears our young man has gone this way. You can tell by the sailor's gait. See? Sways a little.
mm-hmm.
That's typically more so when they're drunk, but okay.
I like that song a lot. We shall sing it when we're not stalking someone.
Sure.
He's gonna stealthily make his way through the underbrush, following the tracks.
Okay, yeah, you can follow the tracks through the underbrush. Would you all like
Would
to
also
make
like to stealth.
stealth checks?
Yeah.
There it is. You do still all have nat 20s. 15 is fine.
I can try to stealth.
I got a nat 20s, so hey.
Yes.
Happy days.
Happy.
So Melchior's a little clumsier than the rest of you, but she still stays quiet. You can sneak through the underbrush, and soon you can hear voices. They're sort of quiet. You can sort of just hear them on the edge of like the clearing. You have to get a bit closer, but you're aware there's someone nearby.
Can I send Roy ahead?
Yeah, you can send Snake in first.
Okay. Just to listen and like maybe see how many people are there. If this is indeed the guy that we're following.
Mm-hmm. And so he will sliver ahead. Fortunately, he's in a forest. So I suppose stealth isn't necessary. And as you get closer, you can hear. Yes, their forces are so large, but I believe that our home forces can potentially take them. And you see Farrell say, "Well, yes, but how long until we can mass troops and really get this plan moving?"
I'd like to relay this to my friends. I can still talk when I'm, even if I'm just using my snake's eyes. So yeah, they're.
I say very quietly, Margot is the boy bad.
She
I
can't hear
don't-
you.
I can't hear you.
Yeah.
I turned to all you all with just this look of like, help me.
It appears he is a very bad boy indeed.
Mm-hmm.
That's so sad.
He's planning to betray the kingdom.
I was really hoping it would all be a misunderstanding and that we could save the prince's heart from being broken.
Well, I think we're going to do our best.
I'm sure he'd rather his heart broken than his country destroyed.
And Alar's gonna reach into his breast pocket and pull out a blow dart gun thing. I can't think of the word right now. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And he's gonna reach into another pocket and pull out some darts. And he's gonna slowly open up his briefcase as quietly as he can and begin mixing up a sleeping poison.
Okay. Do you have like a herbalist kit or something that you can roll?
I have a poison kit.
Fantastic. We're going to use your nat 1 on this.
Okay. That's fine. He's in the dark, he's mixing it up. He dips his dart in. He's gonna load it into the blowgun. And he's gonna move into a position, and he wants to try and blow dart both the boyfriend and his conspirator.
Okay.
Are there only the two there?
Only the 2.
Okay.
Bear with. I want to use a nat 20 on the boyfriend one.
Okay.
You're gonna kill him.
Well,
Yeah.
you want to know the worst bit is I get assassinate on it, so I get us. It's an automatic crit.
Yeah, it's an automatic crit, and I suppose it is a crit, you can decide where it lands. It's not just like I don't know, some display of power. You can go for accuracy if you prefer your crit to be in the form of accuracy, or
Yeah, I'd rather like it just hits them like in the neck, so they just suddenly go like it's some sort of gnat.
Or mosquito.
Yeah. All right, so that's one. That's two.
The second dart misses the second guy. What do these darts look like? Do they have like big feathers on or anything, or?
So they're like a hollow, dark, like quill, and then on the end there's just like the tiniest amount of black fluff. It's like standard assassin hardcore issue. It's like leftovers of a bygone youth.
Yeah.
Alar and his Bond kit.
Yeah. So, I guess this one just hits Farrell in the neck, and it's dark. It's dark, and the other guy doesn't see it.
I'll just pop one of the damages. If you want damage on it.
I mean, if you want it to be damaging, by all
I
means.
mean, ideally not. I'm not trying to like slice their necks or anything with the dart. I just want the poison to go in.
So while he's been doing this, could I train my bow on the conspirator?
Yeah.
Because I would like to do that just in case he decides to book it. Because I'll like, I guess, hold my action to shoot him if he decides to book it.
So Margot, you can hear whilst they're talking. Maybe you could give me some poison damage, actually, Allard. Give me some poison damage, and however much you want. Just give me, like.
Do you want to just take the 4?
Yeah, go on then.
Alright, take the 4.
He suddenly doesn't. He's like, oh, I don't feel very well. And Margot, you will hear the conspirator sort of say, I believe we can get this plan in place very, very soon. You have been an honor to your country, Farrell. It is a shame that this must happen. And he will motion toward Farrell with a knife in hand.
Oh, releasing it.
Let's go
releasing the arrow.
Let's go into initiative.
Woo!
There it is.
Oh, whoa.
So, what is your modifier, Angie?
Oh, it's in there. Oh, +3, I guess? Oh, I'm guessing so. Oh, I get it.
And is your dex a
16.
16? God damn it, how even can we get? Okay, I'll let you go. Well, actually, let's just both do a reroll, because that's kind of the critical one. Let's both do a reroll.
Sure. Hey.
There you go.
Ooh.
Fucking.
Oh, no, that's not what I want to do. Let me put that there.
More lights.
18.
There are so many assassins in this game.
I'm not.
You would be the one assassin no one would see coming.
Yeah.
So, Melchior, you have first turn.
It's like I don't even really know what's going on. Okay, but did we hear? We did hear him say that and point the knife at him, right?
And now there's a knife. Now there's a knife. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna run in and hug Farrell and keep running.
Okay.
Linebacker.
That's a grab.
Make me an athletics check.
Okay.
I love this pacifist idea.
Oh, on a 22, you can pick him up and move him away from the assassin. How are you running? Are you running past the assassin? You just gonna keep running?
Yeah.
Because the assassin might make an opportunity attack.
Yeah. I wasn't really thinking about that, and so I think she's just gonna keep doing it. Like, you know, like she's like, danger, knife, hug the boy, and run.
Oh!
Oh man.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yoinks.
So I'm just saying that would take me down.
Same.
Uh-huh.
What level did you guys roll again? 3, wasn't it?
3.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're all rogues, yeah.
Okay, I got a pretty good Constitution save though.
You did.
Yeah.
You did.
We got this. We
So
got
you
this.
take half as much poison. That's cool. So you only take 13 damage.
That's much better.
Farrell, on the other hand, takes the full 18.
No.
Oh no.
It's both of them.
And Melcy, is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Not right now.
Okay. Hala.
I'm gonna quickly grab one of the daggers out of my briefcase and just straight at that bad man who just stabbed my new bestie.
Roll it for me.
Not good.
Nope. You actually
Wait. Oh no, she's not within 5 feet anymore. She moved.
you actually just picked out something that wasn't a dagger and just threw something else.
Yeah, I just grabbed my fountain pen and I just fling it. Damn, that was a good pen.
And now a bit Nenefi.
I'm gonna use my nat 20 for my attack.
Oh yeah.
Rockin'.
What's the damage?
Do you want me to roll 2d6 or is it 1d6 times 2?
Do 2d6.
Okay. Really? Ugh.
And since Melchior has just picked up and is moving with the guard, you'll get a sneak attack on that as well.
Ooh. And I believe that is 2d6?
2d6.
Yeah.
No, it's a crit. 4d6.
Ah, yeah. That's better.
Hey.
So your arrow takes the conspirator in the throat, and he falls to the ground.
Bye.
You are out of combat. Farrell is coughing and foaming at the mouth.
Oh.
I want to use Cure
Oops.
Wounds, though. Maybe.
Sure.
I don't know. That's 1d8.
1d8 plus your wisdom.
Doop, doop.
I think it's wisdom for druids, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds
it is.
right.
So 9?
9. You heal him for 9, and he sort of comes back round a little bit and is looking at you all like, "What are you doing out here? You saved me?"
Yes.
For now.
Do you like cats?
He looks at Melchior and says, "I adore cats."
Good. Then you're good.
Halcyon, dear.
What
He
does
is-
that have to do with right now?
Keep good hold on that young man. And
Okay.
Alara's busy scrambling around looking for his fountain pen and the spare dart, because, you don't want to lose stuff.
I hug him, but not too tightly, but like a hug.
I'm gonna be searching the conspirator.
Okay. Search. Investigation.
Yes, sir. That is a +3. Oh boy. Oh, for frick's sake.
On his person, there is a dagger laced with poison.
You've got interesting friends here.
Farrell just goes so quiet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still back there. I'm gonna call Roy back and gonna keep an eye out, see if anyone else is around or anything. Since it seems they have this handled.
Yeah, there's no one coming from the city behind you, at least.
Okay.
I find my fountain pen.
Allard doing the important things.
Oh, good. I was very worried.
Melcia, do you think we can get this young man back to the palace without any more trouble?
Yes, I can carry him. Come with me, boy.
I don't have much choice.
Nope.
Are we going to see some cats?
After this is all said and done, sure.
Can I see if maybe I can pick up the body and bring it with us?
Yeah, give me a strength check.
Oh boy. Whoa.
Nice.
Got this. Like you do that whole thing where you brace yourself for it to be really heavy, but it turns out he's a really like skinny assassin type, and whoa!
Just Pharrell's type.
I was just about to say, Pharrell, you really do have a type.
I do. I hadn't noticed.
Your decoys are very similar.
Tell me, when did you hatch this plan of ruining poor Ken's life?
Not so much my plan.
Well, it still wasn't very nice.
No. But
And,
look, I was giving them false information.
I'm gonna take his clipboard
But if that's false information.
and like hand it over to Margot when we get to her.
All right. Inspect.
Yeah, he was trying to deceive you. It's 100% using his nat 1. It's a lie. Everything on the clipboard is 100% correct and accounted for.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that these seem pretty accurate.
No,
Just not very nice, boy.
no. Look, I said red, Vrox. See, red. They're not all red.
My memory serves
Incredible.
correctly. The punishment for treason and incitement of war in this country would be, well, if they're generous, they only hang you by your neck. But if they're feeling unkind, they do like to gut one and drag one through the town.
Oh, no drawing and quartering though? Mm.
Oh.
All of those sound not good.
They all sound very not good. Can I perhaps convince you to let me sail away?
No.
No.
Those do not sound like pleasant things, and I fear for my life somewhat.
The life of one versus the life of the kingdom. Mm.
I am still holding the boy. It's not a hug anymore, though.
That's a little tight.
Well, you aren't very nice to people, are you?
It was my
Nice
father's
things
plan.
to nice people.
It was my father's plan. He made me do it.
Well, you can at least add that to your testimony. I'd like to get paid now and maybe have a
Mhm.
nice sleep.
I can pay you gold.
So I'm getting king. Either way, I'm getting gold, but I like this way better.
Mhm.
So
You
I'm just
see, the
walking off.
problem here, Pharrell, is that we like Ken.
Ah,
That
He is-
charming young man.
such a sweet man. I really enjoyed courting him.
Yes, much too good for you. Can I like sock him in the face to shut him up?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, we need to find a way to make him quiet.
Yeah, of course you can. He's your prisoner. You can beat up your prisoner if you wish.
All right, the super strong Allah will do a strength check to punch him in the face. Boom!
Hey.
So you just sort of like bloody his nose a little. You don't knock him out. Like his He's like, oh!
Faces are very hard these days.
I can see what he's going for though, so I can do like the little
The squeeze.
Oh,
Yeah.
headbutt him.
Little Glasgow kiss to the back of the head.
Yeah.
It's just dunk. But that let's see. I get back to my page, which is strength. No, that
Oh,
wasn't very good.
So between the two of you, you
Oh.
you don't knock him out as cleanly as you might like. As
As
in,
now headbutt Alar.
no, worse. You don't manage to headbutt him non-lethally. You headbutt him in such a way that he is now unstable again.
oh.
I think I look very sad and I look up at Alar and say, "Do I heal him again?"
Justice of the court.
Yes, I suppose. You're a good girl. You should heal him.
Okay, I'll heal him again.
But wait, one moment. And he's gonna take out his handkerchief, he's gonna ball it up and shove it in his mouth. Alright, Melcia, now you can heal him.
Okay. 11.
Ooh,
Oh,
so
he's better off.
he sort of like starts awake, like.
Hush.
Keep it up and we won't bring you back again.
That was scary.
I'm just hearing all this and I'm just like petting Roy like, okay. It's been a lot.
So, what is your plan? You're taking him back to the castle? To the
Of
palace?
course, yes.
Okay. So, you will get back to the castle. Or palace, sorry. And you can see on the balcony, Ken has been waiting up for your return.
Oh, I don't want to tell him.
I know.
And I just salute up to him.
I'm gonna
say-
just tip my little hat.
Hello, I found the boy.
He's like, hang on, I cannot hear you down there. I will come down.
I can be louder, but okay.
Maybe not for the entire kingdom to hear.
Okay.
Heart's the best broken with a whisper, dear.
That sounds very sage. Don't know what it means, but it sounds very sage.
You sure it doesn't sound very thyme or rosemary?
That's a good one. I shall tell that to my wife.
Good humor. I appreciate that.
I can be funny.
You can. Admirable quality in a young lady. You
So,
have many skills.
the door opens and he's like, please, come in. I have made some snacks. Oh, well, I got someone to make some snacks. There are snacks.
Yes.
Snacks are really appreciated. We might want someplace very discreet.
I imagine Melcia hears less snacks and just drops the boy.
So much food. Yeah.
Oh, no.
I don't think I'll neglect my job of holding the boy, but I will look very, very thrilled.
What is wrong with Farrell? You're only supposed to watch him.
He's fine
Oh, were we?
to a degree.
Gonna like
We
shift the
watched
body
him.
on my back.
We watched him very closely.
His nose looks like it's been broken.
He's
It
not
improves
been
his
up to
face.
the best of things tonight.
He's such a handsome boy.
He is.
But
Have you ever
really,
heard of the crazy hot scale?
The crazy hot scale?
The hotter they are, usually the crazier they are.
Do we want to do this here?
Yeah,
In the doorway?
and I look at Alar and I'm like, pots and stuff, food?
Yes, let's take this
food
Yes.
inside.
Inside, yes.
Yes, please, the dining rooms, they are all closed for the night. There are no servants serving down there, but come up to my rooms. And he'll...
Perhaps you will want to keep the servants away while we have this conversation.
As much as you can, at least.
I will tell them to give us some privacy. They will understand.
I'm still holding the boy.
And so, going up to the prince's bedroom is an old man, 3 women, and Farrell. He turns to the servant and simply says, "Please, we would like some privacy for maybe a few hours." And they just nod, turn, and walk away.
I'm still carrying the dead body though.
One moment.
Yeah.
I would like an extra large plate of snacks for my dear friend Melcia. She gets peckish.
You have to make up your mind. Do you want the servants to go away, or do
They
you
can
want
leave it at the door. They can leave it at the door. It's alright. I can collect.
Okay. Yes, this is fine. Please do this and leave it outside the door. And now come in. And it's a very, very nice room. There's like scatter cushions everywhere, like of all sorts of different colors and like satins and things. There's most of the room is dominated by the bed. It's just one great big area where you can imagine lounging on it for hours at a time. Possibly lose yourself in a sea of duvet.
Allah is just going to sit on the edge of the bed with his hands resting on his cane.
Is there a place that I can dump the body without like staining anything? Like something that's easily cleaned.
He is
Tile, perhaps.
Yeah.
he will take you across to a small table to one side, and he's like, "Please, you could put him here. Why does he have the gag in the mouth?"
He's not a very nice boy.
He looks to the rest of you.
My God, maybe you want to hand over the clipboard.
Yeah. This he was sharing information. Well, okay, first off, did our messenger arrive
Yes.
for us?
Yes, it was the most cryptic message.
Okay, well, said sailor is your sailor. And he was at the docks after hours making notes. Not
Counting
for
stock
himself.
at the docks, and now he's looking at the paper. He's like, "Oh, I see. You mean counting livestock at the
Yeah.
docks?"
Yeah.
I thought it was strange that he was counting like meat juices.
No, yeah, he was counting your war beasts and giving them to someone else.
Point over the dead body.
You are muted.
I'm terribly sorry, my boy. But your young beau was not ever honest with you, and had quite the nefarious purpose for his time here.
No, I cannot believe it. No. We
I'm
have
sorry,
been
he's not a nice boy.
we were courting for years. He could not have kept up this pretense the whole time. I would have caught onto it.
Well, it is possible things changed, but they have changed, and it was quite the treasonous act that Nalissi and Margot and Melcia found him committing.
And for what it's worth, he wasn't involved in the ongoings of the brothel.
Yeah, that was a cover. Although people did notice, that's all around town.
Oh no.
I'm sure you wanted to be told that he wasn't cheating on you. He was just cheating on the country.
To put it bluntly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do not know which is worse. This is. Can someone roll me a persuasion check? You do still have 3 nat 20s, and we're running out of time. So if anyone wants to do,
I'll
that,
use mine.
There we go.
Okay, cool.
So he'll sort of like look specifically at you, Margot, and just be like, "But it was like nothing I had ever felt before."
I understand that.
I want to put the boy down, and I might give the boy to Nalisi.
Yeah, no, I'll hold on to him.
And then
give him
I'm
this
going
look.
to go hug Kin.
Again.
Do you want to make a persuasion check to try and cheer him up?
Sure, but if I still have a nat 20, I'll go ahead and use that.
You do have a nat 20.
I'll use it.
He like hugs you really tightly. Maybe as tightly as you were hugging the boy earlier. And he pulls away like,
There.
"Thank you, Monsieur. You have been a good friend. I do not know what to do right now. I imagine we should have to have him hanged, and then we can go in the morning."
For what it's worth, he said it wasn't his plan, that it was something to do with his father. So you may want to look into the motives and things before you get rid of your only source of real evidence.
And
But I think that might be for someone else to look into.
if you wish to save yourself a little private dignity, he could disappear quietly in any manner you choose, of course. And we could say that he'd moved on and arrange some sort of stand-in until we can find you a proper young boy with proper morals and manners. Don't you think so, Melcy?
And something that won't set the country on fire, you know.
Mm-hmm.
There are plenty of nice boys out there.
Yes, it seems I shall have to. Yes.
But give it some time for your heart to heal.
He just breaks into tears.
Oh.
Oh, I wish I still had some sweets.
The snacks might be outside the door.
Ooh.
Wonderful point, Melcy. Go on.
As you start talking about snacks, he runs up and hugs Melchior again.
Aww.
And he's just
I
like
hug him back.
sobbing into your chest now.
I say, I'm very sorry about your heart.
Marcia, do you have any more of that healing magic?
I do.
Perhaps it will make him feel a little better. Never hurts to try.
Sure, why not? I guess cure wounds on my prince friend.
He feels a little warmer.
Yeah.
Just a soothing sensation.
I never really understood magic, but it always seemed delightful and glowy.
So maybe like a small cut that he caught earlier heals up, but unfortunately no amount of magic can heal a broken heart.
Oh.
I know. It's very sad. I will hug him for a very long time until the food gets here, and then I will probably spare a hand for food.
Allah will kind of come across and kind of slide it onto your lap. Like, I imagine his head's on one half of your lap, and the food's on the other half, and you're just stroking, and he...
And in between bites, I say, I know. I know.
I'm just gonna add a little creep level here while you guys have been interacting. I feel like Nolithy would just be holding on to Farrell, but like just like gently petting his hair. Not looking at him, just gently petting his hair.
Why don't we take the gentleman?
To the dungeons?
Yes.
I think he might be more comfortable there. Wouldn't you, Farrell?
I will have to get my mother involved.
Well,
Yeah,
why don't I talk to her for you? She's a very old friend of mine.
Is she?
Well, I'm very old, and I'm sure she's a friend.
Every old person is friends with each other. It's fine.
That's how it works.
We've all been through a lot. We understand each other.
Okay, so
Can I use a nat 20 persuasion to sell this? Do I have one
Yeah.
left?
I don't know. I've got them both scored out, but I can't
Alright,
remember both
I'll
things.
roll. It's fine, I'll roll.
Oh my god. I hope you're rolling at 20.
Really?
17's pretty strong. He goes, okay, be careful. She has a terrible temper.
Sounds like my fourth wife.
Jesus.
I think did the whole room just look at Ella in a new light?
Yeah.
I think I just said,
I'm a little
you
impressed.
go, Grandpa.
I have a feeling Nalithi might understand that.
Like even Ken's looking at you now. Like maybe his mum's one of the four. He doesn't know anymore. So confused.
God.
He's having an existential crisis right now.
Hashtag elf things.
Ken, my dear, I'm on number 8. Don't worry about it. You move on.
Mind blown. So you take Farrell to the dungeons. Do you genuinely take him to the dungeons?
Yes.
Yeah. It's sort of in the hands of the land now. Allah, would you guys accompany Allah when he talks to the
I'd
Baron?
like to go with them, at least.
Supervisor.
You know what? Yeah, just for entertainment, yeah.
Okay. So she comes back into town in the next couple of days. Ken has been an absolute mess. He's been like crying. Like he went to the brothel one afternoon, but just came back like 5 minutes later in tears.
Oh.
And
I
he's
feel like Melficia has been his like therapy friend.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it was her idea to take him to the brothel. Maybe there's loads of great animals.
I
Take him
tell
to see the rock, the nice son that said earlier.
my rock friend. Also, I tell a lot of like those, like super kitschy pet stories or just like animal stories in general. And I'm like, and then the cat like pushes the food into the bowl and just like really menial stuff that I just find really adorable and hope cheers him up.
I did like the one with the hamster where the hamster was filling his cheeks with all the carrots.
It's so funny. It's so funny.
Yes, just like that. The Baroness gets in the next few days, and you have an audience with her, and she sees you quite soon afterwards. The gravitas of the situation is explained through her son's advisors, and she invites you into her sitting room to have an informal chat.
good afternoon, my lady.
Good afternoon. I hear I owe you a great deal.
No, not at all, not at all.
Mm.
You're
I mean, we
I
were
look
paid
at him
for
very
it.
pointedly.
We were hired for it, so as long as we get paid, there's nothing owed.
Yes, well, my son, he has his own funds, and I'm sure he'll be willing to pay you gratuitously for what he employed you for. I am talking of a greater reward. It would seem that my kingdom is under threat. From some friends, no less.
friends do make the greatest of enemies sometimes, my dear. Well, unfortunately, it appears that Burrell, for better, for worse, did engage with your son and then engage in false pretenses. And he has given your dear neighbors a lot of information about your defenses and such. It appears that they plan to end the peace between your kingdoms.
Yes, this is indeed a great problem. I can handle this. I will not go into too many details, but we do not keep all of our stock at the docks.
Of course, and that is none of my business, nor is what you decide to do with the young gentleman. However, I would suggest some compassion for your son.
Yes. He told me through a note that you say it is the boy's father who constructed the plan. Tell me, do you think this alleviates the boy of guilt?
Absolutely not.
Not at all. To mislead one in an affair of the heart is one of the gravest crimes, and especially for something so nefarious. But I do fear for your son in this matter. He continues to hurt.
Yes, he is. He is unfortunately a mess. I do not know what to do about him right now. I mean, what do you do with a boy?
Oh, indeed, I understand.
Now, I understand that some of you have certain skills. And she looks mainly at Alar and Nilithy.
Mm-hmm.
If I was to plan some kind of holiday in some kind of neighboring country, now, no sorts of coincidental and accidental deaths could be occurring whilst I was there, could there?
Of course not. Why would you ever suggest such a thing?
And I do hear that the weather is very nice, especially after rock breeding season.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Well, I mean, I do not have the time to go, but perhaps I could send, maybe a secret envoy, a nice little surprise for the king, and maybe a couple of thousand gold could go missing from my vaults.
That would be better. You shouldn't travel. You need to stay with your son and your kingdom, and maybe even go in a different direction altogether.
Yes. I wonder, perhaps... it would be cruel to Ken. But if I was to push the marriage forward... Without a leader, we would have a strong tie to that country.
That's true. In this...
You would be no better than dear Pharrell's father.
This is the problem with politics.
Yes, you are correct, you are correct.
Suppose it depends how you want this relationship to go forward with this other country. I mean, it's if you want to keep the peace, I don't think stabbing them in the back is really the way to go.
An eye for an eye leaves the world half blind.
Perhaps you could present an amicable breakup, making it clear to the Baron that his actions have been noted, and that you're being very generous in the return of his beloved son, and that in return for your son's bereavement, it would be beneficial that you both enjoy your peace a little longer.
It lacks the satisfaction, but it does make a lot of sense.
Allah Woolinen. But my dear, vengeance is a dish best served cold, is it? You have time.
Stage time, Rosemary.
Don't forget the parsley.
Parsley's really great.
It really does flavor a dish.
Yes. I find with the salt on the meat, with the parsley and the mint, it's very good.
Salt is very essential.
Yes.
And additionally, your son would be open for more beneficial ties.
This is true.
I've married several of my children off to several different people, and it's always worked out very well when you shop around. Never buy the first handbag, as my fifth wife would say.
Matchmaker Alar.
Perhaps I could take your counsel in this matter, and we could try and find him someone who would both make him happy and bring strong ties to the nation.
I can't say I'm an expert, but I would be delighted to enjoy your company.
You
again.
certainly sound like an expert.
He's been around.
Time makes us all sound like experts.
So does rosemary and parsley.
Let us not forget dear Basil.
Yes, but you have to go searching
I'm
around
partial
the
to mint.
And so a cookbook was written.
Cookbook analogy is going places.
Oh.
Now, it is the strangest thing. It would seem that someone has covered your tab at both the bar, the brothel, and the stagecoaches for the foreseeable future. I do not know how this has happened, but I do hope you enjoy it.
I'll take it.
Sure, we will.
Sure.
And do make sure that Ken pays you. Just because he's sad does not mean he should forget his debts.
Okay, I will hug him more though.
The hugs are free.
The hugs are free.
Thank you.
That's what it says on her t-shirt.
Free hugs.
Free hugs.
I will consider your counsel in this matter, and we will go forward and see where the future takes us.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you very much for your advice. I will not keep you.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Over time, due to your counsel, the two countries become stronger together. It particularly helps when the older generations sort of have to take a bit of a step back. And Ken and Farrell, years later, rebond. It doesn't last, but the two countries are a lot stronger for it.
Unfortunate.
And I'm there for hugs again.
Yeah, it doesn't last, but the two countries are stronger for it, and they get on well as a nation. In the end, they go separate ways, but they remain friends.
Yay!
Maybe I'm friends with both of them at that point, so I give them both hugs.
Yeah, yeah, and that's the end, you guys. That's you did it.
We solved
That
the
was-
conspiracy puzzle.
Fantastic.
Okay, so we'll go round everyone again. You guys can let me know how you enjoyed that, if you enjoyed that, and
I
then
laughed so hard.
let me know where you guys are online and what you're up to, because I want to check it all out. Now, we went in camera order last time, so we'll go in reverse camera order this time. So we'll start with Angie.
Alright.
Oh, okay. I am at Vangelib on Twitter. You can find me there because that's usually where I'm gonna be posting basically everything that I do. I really enjoyed this. This is my first time on this channel in this entire thing, and this was grand. This was just so much fun. I haven't laughed that hard in so long.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to put brothels in my games more often.
Yeah.
Apparently, apparently that's a
I was-
winning combo.
I was saying to Charlie, I'm like, of all the games for me to be thrown into, there had to be a brothel. But yeah, this was a lot of fun, and thank you so much for having me.
No, thank you for coming along. And yeah, well, yeah, fantastic. I've given you a little shout out in chat. If you want to give us any links to anything that you're up to, that'd be very much appreciated.
Yeah, sure.
And next we have Renee, who I always struggle not to say Renee, like
I
a
mean,
Lolo.
if you do, I'm not gonna get mad about it, and
I-
I'm probably still gonna answer. So,
I know, but yeah, it's a. Yeah.
hi, I'm Renee. I can be found on Twitter at RayDeanneR, and also on my blog at goldspun.wordpress.com, which is also Fate's pun, which I get a kick out of. So, and I posted an actual play short story this week, which is kind of fun to do. But I'm just talking about podcasting and D&D and yada yada, because I do DM for an all-women actual play D&D podcast called Fate and the Fable Maidens, and we're on social media pretty much all across the board at Fate FM Cast, and also you can listen to the show on our website at fatefmcast.com or on iTunes, Google Play, Radio Public, Podbean, all the places. So yeah, check it out.
Fantastic. And you enjoyed it today?
Yes. Oh, I had so much. I should mention this is my second time streaming with Scrap, but also my second time streaming ever, and I had a blast. So thank you so much. It was great. Y'all are great.
Fantastic. Glad you're still enjoying it. Fantastic. Next up, Charlie.
I had so much fun. I'm so glad I played today. Again, meeting lovely new people to play with. This is what I love about doing one-shots on this channel. Just every time I meet someone, I'm like, these are all my new friends, okay?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking, like, Allah has just gone home to his 8th wife and is in big trouble. In big trouble. He said he was going for dinner and he was going to come home, and he's in big trouble. His adventuring days are meant to be behind him. But he had a blast. I had a lot of fun. I can be found on Twitter. It's probably the best place to find me. I do loads of different things. Wednesdays, I'm on Encounter Roleplay, doing a Warhammer game this season. I think that's 9 p.m. EST. No, 9 p.m. UK, 4 p.m. EST.
Yeah, so same time as this game was today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And yeah, I'm just around and having a great time with all these D&D games.
Yeah.
So,
And Alice
you.
plays that game as well, so
yes.
yeah, it's
She's wonderful.
aw,
The wonderful Nora.
she is wonderful.
She is.
And last but not least, Julie.
Hi. It is my first time meeting any of you, and this was really fun. I've not really streamed like publicly ever. Like I've streamed for like very small groups before that were interested in our games. But no, this was super fun. I had a blast. I got to bring out a character that I haven't played in a while, and yeah, it was a good time. I thank you very much for having me.
I have to know, was your
yes.
character a wizard?
She's a warlock.
A warlock. Okay, I wasn't sure which.
Yeah, I was just like, I love having familiars in general, so anytime that I can, it's just like yes. But yeah, so you can find me on JGrave Art pretty much anywhere. I do a lot of fan art, mostly for Guild Wars actually, or my own D&D games. So there's that. I also do a lot of cosplay stuff. That is usually under the name Narendor, and yeah.
Can I just say 13 out of 10 with Brothel again? Let's go.
Yes,
right?
It was the taking the snake in the brothel. With with Andy's character half naked, throwing drinks over poor elven boys. Like, no, okay. Okay. Why am I sticky? So guys, if you want to get involved in these one shots, get in the Discord, get in the Twitters. That's where you need to send me messages, and I'll put you into the diary. We've upgraded. We're not just pulling you in week by week now. We now have a diary planning when you come in. So.
Oh, I'm back on Tuesday.
You are.
Hey.
Yeah.
I'm back on Friday.
Yeah. Yeah, next week's full already, guys. So if you want to get into games, message me now and I'll put you in the week after. Yeah, we're taking on all sorts of viewers, left, right, and center. It's great. If you want to catch up on other things, look on the YouTube, because that's where I slowly update things. I admit I'm a little bit behind, but that's because I don't understand video editing and the files are too big or something doesn't work. I don't know. New today, we've started running a Patreon. We've nearly hit our first target already. I've not looked since we started, but actually might be worth refreshing that page, because I think we're 3/4 of the way to our first target. Yeah, 3/4 of the way to our first target within 8 hours. So
Nice.
thank you guys so much for turning out. There's also somewhere in here a Redbubble link as well, where you can now pick up merch for the academies, like this one.
Fantastic.
With the different tiers on Patreon, you can use them to interact with games like these and give us nat 1s and nat 20s and rocks.
You can. And also, I do some like voice lines. So like, I did some for someone else. We did a one shot with someone, and they really like this old guy who did. He would like be sneaking. He was a hunter. He was a really old guy though, and he'd be like, everyone would be walking behind and would make like a noise. He'd be like, "Go be quiet first!" And like. Someone wanted that as a voice line for their phone, and I'm now doing stuff like that all the time. So if you like Fergus's voice, or if you like my goblin voice, and if you want Grak's voice, like, well, I generally charge on a sliding scale. You know, you can get all of that sort of stuff, and like that's the 25 or higher tiers. So yeah.
You have such a talent for accents.
Oh, thank you. That one was really easy today. I didn't realize I could do slightly Spanish. It's just Khajiit, but without rolling the tongue. Easy.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's pretty much me. Thank you guys so much for coming along. It's been amazing. I can see a good friend online right now. Let's go over to her channel. Madame Gandalf, for those of you who do or do not know. We used to play together on the Thursday show. We used to play what was the name of the thing? Galleria of Grunrundi. It was a great amount of fun. Thank you guys so much for coming along today. Thank you all for supporting me and making this streaming thing a real thing, because I'm so fucking happy with it. You guys rock. I'm just really glad you guys had fun. And I mean, if all else fails, you can always take a big black snake outside a brothel and stroke it whilst it's hanging out. I'll see you guys later. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.